Hi there, Gemini, and welcome back to Star-Lord Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the month of May 2020. I went ahead, shuffled the cards, laid them out in a Celtic cross. We'll get to your reading in a minute. I want to wish any of you who are having a birthday at the end of May. I do have a very dear friend who has a birthday at the end of May. So happy birthday to you, dear friend, as well as the rest of you Geminis having birthdays in the month of May. Okay, let's get on with your reading. First up, we have the Six of Wands in the upright, followed then by the Four of Swords upright, and next we have the Nine of Wands reversed, followed then by Major Arcana of the Star in the upright, and then we have the Three of Cups upright, followed then by the Ten of Pentacles in the upright, followed by the Seven of Cups upright. Next, we have the Ace of Wands in the upright, followed then by Major Arcana Devil reversed. And your last two cards are the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So let's go ahead now and interpret this read for you. The Six of Wands, the victory card, is your overall. Nice, Gemini. Looks like it could be a pretty exciting month for you, full of celebrations and pats on the back, and feeling well received. Could be getting a lot of attention. Maybe you're completing a project of some sort, or if you were working on a creative project, perhaps it comes to its conclusion and this is the big hurrah. So there's something exciting about the overall energy, having the Six of Wands. That's great energy for an overall. It's paired up here with the Four of Swords in the upright position. Why am I not surprised by this? Your excitement here could make you very exhausted. The Four of Swords, this is the energy that will be sort of waning in and out for you throughout the month, Gemini. And the Four of Swords is all about taking that little bit of a respite, taking a time out. It could be that you could be tired. Perhaps you've been pulling, double duty. Geminis often do when you get, revved up and full of energy. Perhaps you've been working a lot. You've been working out. You've been, like I said, just burning the candle at both ends, and you're getting a lot of attention for it, but maybe you're physically, mentally, or emotionally exhausted. The Four of Swords is where we have to take some time out to heal. But the interesting part is that it's your crossing energy. So that means this is going to be waning in and out throughout the month. So it could be that there's going to be times throughout the month, Gemini, that you're going to feel really exhausted or really tired. If that's the case, take the time out to rest up. Because you don't want to overdo it and then just, end up collapsing at the end of the month in extreme exhaustion. So take your little timeouts here and there whenever you start to feel tired. Just give in and rest. And this is your foundation card, the Nine of Wands in the reverse position. This is the Wounded Warrior card in the upright. This is where we fought many challenges, many battles on a specific subject. And we're ready to fight another day if we have to. When the card is inverted, however, this is nice because this can represent peacetime, or at least even a truce where you're not at least banging the drum of the same thing over and over again. Now, this is something that could have taken place a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago. Remember, it's just a general read, so it's going to be different for all of you. Only take what resonates and don't worry about the rest if it doesn't. So coming out of the month of April into the month of May, we do have the Aquarius card here, the beautiful star in the upright position. This represents a lot of healing and very optimistic energy. This is where we're just sort of going with the flow of life and we're feeling optimistic, where we feel that it's just something you sense. The star energy is when you sense something is going to happen. That's why we feel hopeful. Sometimes you wake up in the morning and you have no cause to feel optimistic or hopeful, but you do. Maybe sometimes it's because our dream, something could have told us in a dream or what have you. It's just that inner knowing, that inner feeling of hope and faith. It's beautiful, beautiful energy. And that's why it's also very healing too. And it's the major arcana wish card. So perhaps there's a wish that you're in the midst of manifesting in the early part of May. And it gives way to the Three of Cups in the upright position. Beautiful energy, very, very celebratory. It could be some of you are getting together with friends and perhaps you're celebrating some type of victory, perhaps. And others of you, this could represent an excitement over an engagement. Maybe some of you are getting engaged, or maybe your best friend is getting engaged or something like that. This could even just be getting together with a small group of friends and having a really joyful, emotional experience. And then around the middle of the month, we do see the beautiful energies here of the Ten of Pentacles in the upright position. Ten of Pentacles points to that feeling of affluence. So not only are you going to be feeling sociable, hopeful, and very victorious, but you're also going to be feeling really good on the financial front. Stability and security is going to be very good for you. It looks like around the middle of the month. Maybe for some of you, you've completed a project or have done a lot of work that made you exhausted, but now it's payday, right? Now it's time to get the cash flow in. So that could be great news for you. It could be good news for you, as in perhaps you get offered a raise. You could be getting extra money as a bonus, or someone in the household could have gotten a great job and is now able to contribute. So how you could be feeling in the month of May. Look at you, Gemini, go with the Seven of Cups in the upright position. You're going to be feeling like, I've got lots of options. I have lots of opportunities. Now, for some of you, this is definitely on the romantic front, but for others of you, and this could be representative of a job. Maybe now you've just done such a good job in some aspect and you've got the pats on the back, the kudos, the extra money, and now you have your pick. You can pick and choose because you're getting all these offers. Could be for more orders if you work for yourself, or this could be just now I can pretty much, write my own ticket. I can take one of these offers, but go through them with a fine-tooth comb, because the Seven of Cups can represent a little bit of confusion there, that not all offers are going to be reliable for you. So really go through. If you do find yourself in that Seven of Cups energy, make sure that you really think these things through, all these options and opportunities, whether they be romantic or work-wise or what have you. Really, really think about it. I'm glad to see that you've been coming out of that indecisive energy that I've been seeing for Gemini lately. The people and environment, we have the Ace of Wands here in the upright position. The Ace of Wands is, well, all aces usher in a new beginning. This could be a new passion for you that comes from your exterior, or it could be that other people are viewing you as someone who has a new passion in their life, whether it be a relationship or whether it be a new job situation, money, what have you. But this could be a new opportunity that comes from your environment. This is something that, or it could be for some of you too, maybe the passion returns in your life with someone special in your environment. Because sometimes the Ace of Wands can represent when passion returns. So either people are seeing you as being extremely passionate, or you could be feeling very passionate about something or someone in your environment. Now, in your hopes and fears position, we have the Capricorn card here in the reverse position. Good news when the devil is in the reverse position, because this is where we have strong willpower. We're releasing fears, releasing bondage. So perhaps for some of you, you're hoping to be able to stay strong and to, you've released any addictions or any fears or anything like that. You're hoping to have the willpower to stick to it. So that is your hopes and fears position. And the last two cards that you have that close out the month and the read for you, Gemini, is the Seven of Swords reversed with the Eight of Wands in the upright position. This is interesting because the Seven of Swords can represent somebody who has avoided us, or we've avoided, is running off, right? They're being sketchy and they're dipping out. But when the card is inverted, this is where somebody who had been avoiding us, or maybe you were avoiding them, they return. And then there's a lot of communication with this person, because the Eight of Wands represents lots of communication with someone who was being sketchy maybe before. They could return, or you could have been trying to avoid them, and now you're dealing with them head on, and now you're having all this conversation. A lot of you, it could be about romance and passion, because the Eight of Wands is, well, it's wands, represents the passion, excitement, and this particular energy can be about arrows of love find their mark, can be about sudden travel, could be for some of you, perhaps you're quickly traveling to someone who, or dealing with a situation head on with a lot of communication with a situation that you tried to avoid, because this is no longer avoiding something. So it can also represent, in some cases, the thief returns what they have stolen. If you were ripped off by someone, hopefully you weren't, but if that's the case, it could be the thief gets caught. You get a lot of communication about it. Interesting reading here, Gemini, but looks like a pretty good one overall. Looks like you come out of your indecisiveness, at least somewhat. So that is your read. I hope it helped you. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.